All right, let's get started in getting our handlebars kind of mirror rearranged then. So this series will be pretty much how to set up the controllers, including my wonderful cup holder here, which I'm excited about. So let's try to bring all that out there, see what we need. We're just gonna do a dry fit right now, and then we'll come back and actually mount it where it should be. So I would like to work pretty much indoors here, preferably. So I might be able to roll the scooter in just slightly a little bit here. That way we can put it on there and see how it fits. So let me go ahead and do that. Roll the scooter. We'll take the cover back off again. So let's do it. Here's our nice scooter here. All right, I had it all. Probably go. This is what the temperature right now is blocking it from the sun. It's really hot out here. It feels like a good 80. Oh, nice. It feels warm. Like a jacuzzi hot right now. If I put my hand on here, it's like a jacuzzi hot. So it's not like, you know, burning hot, but jacuzzi hot. So I'm release this latch here. Kind of get an idea how to do it now. Kind of feel it. Okay, let's go ahead and unveil. There's always dirt here. Oh, it's all the pollen. That's how much pollen there is. That's why I'm always sneezing. See all the little pollens, stuff like that. All right, so let's see if I can roll the scooter front. Then we can start. I really don't want to put the cover on this, like this sharp edges like these things here. I just don't want to damage because it's sprayed on water protection sealant like these stuff right here. It's like an M3. And I apologize in my last video, I just noticed I kept on saying brake fluid. No, I did not put brake fluid in my engine. So it's actually motor oil. And what I'm going to do is probably even get that motor oil, put it in there when I put the decompression tube. And if motor oil does come out during that time, we'll know. So we're going to go ahead and try to get it established. Oh, it's got hooked onto this guy here. So it's pretty good. I just wish it stayed that way, unfortunately, huh? So let's go and get this guy, get this cover off a little bit for a second. Put him here. All right, so let's see if I can bring the front here. That way we can dip the nose in and we can work on it a little bit, even though we don't have room to put the entire body in there, which we only need the front part. So let me make sure. Really nice day. Dogs always love to go out. So let me make sure I secure the gate. Or he probably wants to come out. Okay, we're gonna roll the scooter out and then bring his front in here. That way we can work on the handlebars. All right, let's do this. You guys are gonna go for a ride with me. I wish I could just start it and actually ride it out there. Maybe, I don't know, but I don't have a throttle, so it's kind of hard for me to pull the throttle. Might not be safe, so. All right, so bear with me. We're gonna move this guy manually here. You guys can see the ground works. All right, here we go. Take him off the center kickstand. Well, let me first of all open the gate. Come in. He's always afraid because that's how my brother's dog mainly. He's always afraid of my brother's voice. So if I imitate it well, he will be obedient. The dog. Go in. Stay. Stay. I think he's right there. He's curious to say, you don't look like your brother. Yeah, I know. Stay. Go. Go in. Okay, we just need his front to come in. That's it. So I can bring the front in more. It's much cooler to work in this environment. There we go, nice. Awesome, so we got him in. So it's time now to start setting up the handlebar. Here we go, go in, stay in. Go in. We call the other guy Donut because he's pretty big. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start setting up our handlebars. Let me get a chair to be a little bit more comfortable. my little stool chair here. Alright, so here we go. First of all, we're going to decide where we're going to mount. And then we're going to mount. Let's see here. First things first, we're going to look at is the stuff that we need. We'll need the cup holder. This guy's ram mount ready to go. This is brand new, but it doesn't look like it, does it? But yeah, there's just a little metal rod in there. First I thought it was just old. Nice. That's it. Let's see what this is. Nothing really. This is part of it. This is the part probably for this guy, little guy here, that we had to buy a separate attachment for. But yeah, I'm looking forward to mounting this guy here on the middle, the mirror frame. Be cool, be sipping on my Dr. Pepper vanilla on drive-through, Jack in the Box, getting my chicken sandwich, and you know, sipping on my mug. Gotta have a cup holder if you really want to coast on a scooter. Awesome. Here we go. This is our RAM mount, very critical, and our charging. I'm debating on using this charger type versus the one that plugs in directly, like up and down. Well, this is the one up and down, or going from the side one. I'm not sure which one would be more convenient for me. I'm thinking of going with the side one. If that's the case, then we'll have to swap them out. Here we go. Let's see, this is a side one here. I'll show you the difference right now. The difference is it's just the way the position of mounting is. So with these guys here, it's the same magnet kind, right? But he comes from the side like this, versus this guy that's on there now, he comes straight from up and down. See this guy right here? He comes up like this. This guy here, a little shorter. I'm not sure if this is more stronger or this is more stronger up and down. I'm betting that this is probably more stronger because it's not depending on free flowing downward. This guy is more like, you know, he's not free flowing downward. We get him caught right. He'll help support like a hook, sort of, you can say, right? So I don't know. I mean, once we do it, we do it. Once we mount him in there, we'll mount. We can't change the wires easily after we mount. So I'm debating. Look at this guy. He wants to come and play too. Just following him everywhere. See that? Alright, so what I'm thinking of is either we go for the straight shot one. I guess with the straight shot one, in case we have like a device that has a different angle and we can't get our side angle in there, the straight shot one, at the same time we have to curve like this too, so it's kind of inconvenient. You have to create your your thumb hook on there. This one, yeah, you still need to use your thumb, but more than likely it can self-guide itself, you know. So I think we should go with this one. I'll replace this guy here that we already had it kind of wind up nicely back for this guy here. So I think this will be a better trade-off than this guy. So we'll put this guy back in the winding position. While we get that, okay, we got our cup holder. That's going to be for our right-hand side. Our left-hand side is going to be for our phone, our RAM mount. And again, we're waiting for our NCY throttle grip, so that's why we're doing a dry installation, because we're probably not going to use our Strata 7 once the NCY gets there. But these still look just nice, so we'll save these as a backup. I'm really not looking forward to it unless that, you know, that decompression machine there does wonders or something like that. I'm not really looking forward to getting this guy inserted into the throttle, because I remember how hard this guy was to get in there, and you can see I did do some serious damage still on the other side. It was just hard to get in. So we'll see. I mean, I like this new throttle one. Let's see if it's any longer. It's probably the same size. Yeah, actually this is a little bit longer by a centimeter, which is, in a way, it's good for us. You can see this one's kind of damaged. It's kind of bent it slightly, you could say. That right there. This one's not. It's nicely, thoroughly open. I mean, they're not made that durable or anything like that. They're just throttle sleeves, I guess. Light that they are. They get their mostly their strength from the cover, and then how it's riding onto the handlebars. So our handlebars, long as smooth and nice, it won't wear these guys out. So yeah, we gotta change those guys. These are the bar end mirrors adapters. So we're gonna, not bar end mirror adapters, they're mirror adapters, period. This is for the RAM mount, and this one is, yeah, they're all for the RAM mount. This one's for the RAM mount of the phone side. This one's not. I figured the cup should actually use the durable one, the most heavy duty one instead, but I realize now probably not, because I guess the phone should be lighter, right? It shouldn't use this guy really more than the cup. The cup is like a lot more durable. So this guy right here did the same amount of work as these guys, sort of. In a way. So we'll see. We'll see and what makes sense. So we just want to get all the stuff out there. This one we're not going to deal with just yet. So let's see what else we got. Okay, our mirrors now. Let's get into our mirror part. Okay, I keep these guys here singly. Keep them all in the uniform paper or setup. Okay, now let's look at our, put these guys down. All right, now this is the best part here. There's the mirror one. Let's look at the mirrors. Do you have anything else in there that we might be concerned about? No. The rest is just installing this guy here, which is fairly simple enough. I mean, we didn't do the most incredible paint job. I can almost feel the ridges. But you know what? It's better than nothing. When it was cracked, it was even worse. So, all right, so there's our mirror here. We're going to go ahead and get started in the mirror part as well. I'm not sure when we do a dry fit, should we kind of like stabilize this a little bit better? Or should just keep it loosely? Just in case. I think we should at least stabilize just a little bit better. You don't want it too loose. We're not trying to make it grip all the way, right? But we don't want it flimsy too much. So we weren't really going to get an idea how much thread it's going to take. If we need to put a washer in between. So I think it's H4. Let's get the H4 out there. Alright, so okay, here we go. Oh, just a little bit already tightened it up. See? Gosh, that thing is good. Very good. Alright, but still I want to snug them evenly though. I just don't want them to have any problems, so there we go. Snug evenly. This is pretty snug already. Don't have to worry about. Actually, it could be a little bit more snug because you're going to put some weight on the top, and I don't want it to have any problems jerking itself. You know, you don't want to strip the thread, so it's better to snug it than not, because snugging at least is sure that it won't have any problem. Okay, so you can snug it by hand. That's what I'm doing here. See, that one's loose. Okay, I think I got it there. Okay, see, I just don't want these things to floppy open. So this one's good too. It's ready. Okay, so now that's ready. Let's go ahead and look at some other options of what we're going to do adapter wise. This is pretty much our final, not our final, but our testing of how we're going to actually have the mirrors mounted. We agreed on, I believe, I should have marked it, but I guess we'll remember, right? It wouldn't go this way. I think it would go this way, if I'm not mistaken. If you look at the symbol there, it says Magazi. So we flip this guy, because if we were using it this way, Magazi still says right here too, see? So they made sure their logo always says Magazi. I think this way would have been ideal. Because if we go this way, yeah, it would have to be probably somewhere like this right here. So this would have been like right there. Okay, let's go and flip these guys into position. I just really love the way this feels. The quality of this thing, it definitely speaks out. At 90 bucks a set, that's not a bad value for the quality. Okay, let's take the idea of the other one too. Get that guy ready. We had him taped up. I put these guys in their temporary wrapper because I always put the old ones in the original one, because we're not going to be looking at those forever. So these guys are ready to be used. That's why I just keep them in their temporary wrapper, because we're about to install them. We're just keeping them in their original one. Let's see how this guy, now see this guy right here, he's already, you don't want to, like, you want to open it first before you start twisting it, because you don't want to create any marks on them. God, look, they feel so good. You can see here the moisture just stays on there easily. And they're just made in quality. You can tell by everything. Yeah. Look at that. You can hold it, you can feel the quality of it. Okay, so this looks like it's actually the same, to be honest with you. I can't tell whether it's curving in or out. But I know there's a lock washer in there, right? Yeah, it's a washer and a lock washer. It's interesting. Very interesting. So we just gotta back this out a little bit before we start. So this has to go this way if this is going that way. Let's see. I might be not mistaken, but they're probably perfectly the same. They're just arch, so you can go anyway, actually. I thought it was one side a little bit more curvature than the other. Maybe, I don't know. It just feels the same, actually. Okay, there we go. Hard to... I don't know how these guys stiffen on their own, though, to be honest with you. It's amazing how they built it. Alright, so let's go ahead and loosen this guy up. He looked like a probably H6. Pretty big. Yep, H6. Let's drive him out. Or loosen him, I should say. I might be able to put another washer in there if I really want to protect the washer from digging into the frame. So let me see. Let me see if I can get another washer in there. Because right now it's pretty much the lock washer digging into the back of the mirror. So let's see if we can get another lock washer for him. See that? I just don't want him to make that kind of mark. See that little mark there? That's the lock washer doing that deal. So we don't want the lock washer, because we know this part will scrape when you move them, but we want to prevent that guy from being scraped. So what we'll do is we'll add another black lock washer below the lock nut. So let's do that. Now that we got everything here, we can freely sort. This might not be the one that should get from, but let's see. I think it's H6, right? So these guys might work too. But let's see if they block the washer. Oh no, they're too small. Wow. Okay, so let's see if I have it from the other bin. The next bin here we gotta look at. There we go. These guys might work. Let me find one. It might be the same as those other ones that we use commonly. These guys right here. This is a fatty one though. Here's another fatty one. We gotta find them in pairs if we're gonna use it. There we go. Here's another fatty one. See, these guys will probably fit them. See, they're pretty thick already as by themselves. I'm not sure if there's any thinner ones. No, these guys are still the same. Yeah, they're still the same. They're pretty thick by themselves. Okay, let's see how these guys will react to it. So we were to put these guys underneath. It's going to take a little bit more thread from the other one, but it ensures us that we're not going to have that lock washer scrape more of this surface here inside there. You see that? See that scrape there? So hopefully we put these guys in there, it'll protect the scrape. So let's see how they'll fit first of all. See if they'll even fit. Oh yeah, they'll fit. Did he go in there already? I can't tell because he's black on black. Oh man, I can't tell. I think he is in there, but he's perfectly in there to the point where he doesn't even... Oh yeah, he's in there. Unbelievable, you can't even tell. So watch, I'll put him in there, you'll see. Let's see if I can get a little lighter. That's not the light I want. Probably the natural light better. Let me try to face a little bit against the sun so you guys see more of the sun helping. Okay, you guys see that there? So I'm going to put his little shiny surface on top. Or even on the bottom. Let it ride the shiny surface on the bottom. Look at that. He went right in. You guys can't tell, right? It's because he's like a perfect hole there. It's like he's made perfectly for it. Okay, that's cool. That's what we want. And then we want the lock washer. See, the lock washer will do a scraping part, but I just don't want him to scrape on the surface of the mirror type. So there we go. It brought this much thread only. This much thread, will that be enough? See, even though this guy has so much more thread to give. We could give him some, I mean, we could give him a longer one. Let's see. Oh, we don't. Remember, these are the last two big ones we have. I believe they were. Let me see. Or else we can go with these guys here. Let's see if these guys are longer. But I only have one of them. I need everything in pairs, so it's no good just to have one, you know? Let's see if I flip it around. There's another one lingering around somewhere. There's one more right here, I believe. Let's see. Let me take this. Okay. If this guy is the same suitable fit. But let's see what it was originally. Okay, let's check this out. Is this guy bigger any? No, he's not any bigger, not any better. So he's going to be the same. I think he's going to be the same. I don't think he's going to be any more bigger or better. No. Let's see. Easier to just take them off like this and then look at it. This thing might be a little bit slightly, but not much. So it's not going to do much difference there. But I would recommend putting the smooth side to rub against our mirror surface. And then take this lock washer here on the outer side. Now would it spin freely? If it spins freely, the purpose of this is to actually create a little force so it doesn't spin freely out. And this part right here, the purpose of this guy to put here is so he'll prevent the scraping of our actual surface there. So you can see there's a flat side, which is the flat side right here. I'm putting, you know, facing the lock washer and putting the smooth side. But let's see how it actually puts together. We can still probably make this one work. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and see that. I just didn't want that scrape to do any more damage. It's got half a scrape array from the lock washer. With this in there, it won't scrape the lock washer. I mean, the lock washer won't touch anymore. It'll just touch this guy here. See? Look at that. It goes right in. Perfectly for it. But which way this guy go? He's going to be on the left-hand side, so he's going to need this go here. Okay, so what you do is you hold this steady while you drive it in, because you don't want it to grind, right? This is the teeth. This is where you probably are planning to have it, let's say. Maybe a little bit more like this. So wherever you think you're going to have it, let's say we're going to situate it right here. Then you just tighten this down. It feels like it's going quite a bit. With the lock washer free up a little bit more, it might even go in further. There you go, I feel the lock washer tightening down. Alright, this is just tightening by hand, see? It's not going anywhere. It's got those little teeth there to lock it in. So I think there's still enough slack here. So with that lock washer and that little thing to protect it, I feel a little bit more reassured that this guy's not going to get messed up with the washer. So let's do this one also. And give this guy a washer as well. Alright, let's put this over here where the cloths are. Keep them scratch free. Yeah, these guys are big. Oh, am I lefty loosing it? You hear that? That's the lock washer grinding on there. Or surface for right now anyway. No way around it. Until we get them out. Almost out. There we go. There we go. See that? That's our lock washer grind right there. That's what we're trying to avoid. So what we'll do with him, the same situation. See, his teeth is still brand new. He's not even... The reason why, because we didn't force it. So once you start forcing it, you'll start seeing the aluminum show more. That's what we really don't want. Every time we need to move it, we'll lift it up. We'll unback out the lock washer, and we'll do it correctly. Okay, let's make sure this guy goes in where we want him to. So the flat side, we choose to face the lock washer. So we'll put it right here on the lock washer now. And bring this out here. And we're going to put him in. That way he doesn't move when he gets in. Come on. They're like really precision in there. So I can't have any kind of offset or else it won't go in. Alright, so there we go. And he's going to be in the right hand side, so he's going to go in the same, sort of the same angle. We'll play around with this a little bit more on the pitch once we actually get all our stuff mounted. For right now, let's just kind of get an idea how we're going to probably have this to hang. Let's see how this guy is. Try to match with this guy a little bit, right? He's about there. Yeah, he's about there. Alright, so that's it. Turn him by hand. Feel him now. Feel his teeth going in. So you hear that lock washer snap. It just, you can even, you know, snap it with your own hand. There it goes. It kind of lined itself. And that's what you want. And good, we got that problem figured out as well. So just try to make sure you give plenty of washers if you really want to protect your surface of your actual hardware. And again, we don't need this extra one because we found it was the same deal. We'll save him for another time. All right, school bus here. Little Nathan's back home. First thing he's gonna ask his mommy is, "Mommy, I want ice cream." And his mom would yell at him, "You gotta eat your rice first, your carbs." Routine. Okay, so let's do this. Now we're gonna need the adapters for him. And I guess the adapters that we have are in here, right? Yeah. Some are in here. Yeah, they are. They're both in here. So we're gonna find out how we're gonna divide these guys among each other. Nice and cool in here. Imagine what the sunlight feels like. Okay, there we go. We got this guy. We're trying to get one at a time out here. I was going to debate on using these long ones here, but I think they're too long to serve a purpose. I don't know. I mean, like right here, the ones that came with the, because they will be the one that also fits, but I think they're too long. Or they might not even drive all the way. They won't flush in, that's the problem. They even give us these little cool spacers too, which I thought was really neat. But unfortunately, I don't know. I don't think they'll fit. I mean, it would be nice if it went all the way into our, what do you call that? Our controllers. But I don't think they would screw all the way in. Let's try them out. I'm going to take them off. Take off the spacers for a second here. I know there's a whole bunch of little offsets here. We can use the other one as an example. See this right here? If this guy goes all the way in, which I doubt he will because there's a little bump here already, then we could have actually raised this guy up, but I don't think he will. So watch, you'll see. So here it goes. This is our controllers, right? And we wanted it to drive all the way in. See that? He won't go. He won't go in. See, they're 8mm, but still they won't go. Well, I could force it in though, but I know once he gets to this point, it's a little bit bump higher. It won't go in. See, this guy, see, won't go in either. I'm not sure if they got the right thread pitch, to be honest with you. They should go in, given the right thread pitch. That's interesting. But don't tell me these guys will go in here, because if that's the case, then we gotta be kind of concerned now. I'm not sure because this has the blue Loctite, it might not go in. We'll find out here. A little bit here. See that? This will sort of go in here, I guess. It's tightening. But let's take it from this side. Since it doesn't have the blue thread, it might. Hopefully the pitch is good. Oh wow, this doesn't even feel like it wants to go in the same. It's weird. Why would they make something like that? So I'm not sure. Maybe it just takes a little bit more cranking power or what, but it sure didn't go in for us. All right, so let's go and put this guy back to where we found him, just to keep him the way he is. Okay, we got one washer. Let's look at his example from his old one. See there? Okay, so we got this right here. All right, then we got this right here. And we got the two ones. These are cool though. They're little cool spacers. Just don't really need a use for them right now though. But I'm sure they'll serve a purpose later on in the future. Let's see how this goes here. Okay. Those here. That's it. We'll cap it off. That's it. Interesting though. So yeah, we won't be able to use these guys. That's fine. We weren't planning on anyway. We're planning to use everything of our original and maybe replace our original with some nicer washers. So let's say the first one we can do, it's the cup holder, right? So let's find out how we're going to adjust this guy and also satisfy the cup holder one. Now the cup holder, it's going to take more of this guy here. So we want to give the most thread to this guy here, really, if we can, let's say. And then we're going to take one of the right hand side, which is not this one, is this one here. Like these guys actually come in. So this is going to be for our right hand side, and this one's going to be for our left hand side. So I'm not sure we should screw this in first, but look, see, this one goes in pretty much with ease. I'm not sure because the threads are pretty loose, or is the right thread for it. See that? It goes all the way. It can go in this much, by the way. And then the rest needs to be screwed in as well. So let's see how much it really takes. So let's assume, okay, we'll back this out. I think we backed it out. Okay, so we pretty much took it to where it's going to go as far as it can. We'll give that thread dedication. We'll dedicate that thread to it, I guess, what you call it. Okay, then we're going to take this right here and drive in our, pretty much our little cup holder there, ram mount. So let's go and bring this guy here. Now I do probably want to flex him. I think this is fine. Flex him like this. Get an idea. So let me go and set this here like this. I'm going to try to see if I can connect the camera. Have it stationed for a second. Oh. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to do is twirl this guy in here. Oh, what am I doing? Got to twirl him with the cup holder first, right? So let's do this. Bring the cup holder here. Block you guys' view. Oh, there goes our preset, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. Okay, so that's it. I don't think there was a washer in between anyway. That's why we need to really get this guy secured and JB well, so he'll help create, he can take a lot of hit from going forward like this a lot. See that? It's easy to move him forward because he's not being held by anything. So there we go. What we're going to do is we'll probably mount it and then we'll take it off and we'll keep him the way it is back here. So this might actually be a permanent thing to mount him right now and JB weld him. Not JB weld, I'm sorry. What do you call that? Loctite him. Blue Loctite him or something. Okay, so there it goes. Our extension. We can lower it just a little bit here. Because we probably want to make sure we can, hopefully when we turn, this cup holder doesn't get in our